Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to my channel. We are in process 158 entitled Hello Birthday Girl, and this is a double page layout featuring the mini collection from my mind's eye called Gal Meets Glam, and this is part of the October Flavors of the Month kit from the Scraproom Kit Club. And I'm also going to be adding a part of the embellishment pack, which is an add-on to the Flavors of the Month kit. And this is also my quote-unquote recipe layout assignment for the Scraproom Kit Club. If you're not familiar with what the recipe means, basically we are assigned a double page layout once a month, and we are to write a recipe for it. Basically, we write down what measurements we cut the papers, what photos or how many photos we use, what size the photos, and then instruction on how to recreate the page, which I think is really good for those people that just wants to scrap lift. They don't want to like create their own, they just want to copy it, and since they have the products already because they had bought the kit, then they can do it right away. And I thought that's really cool. So anyways, going back to the layout. Now, these papers, I have to be honest, were a little bit more like the designs on it were not me. That's not to say that the designs are not adorable. They are. It's just they weren't speaking to me. I didn't have any pages that I could really connect it with, and some of the patterns were busy. And if you've been watching me, you know that I have like a certain, I want to say, formula for papers that I choose, and so these ones were a little bit away from my comfort zone. However, you can also see in this page that with just kind of a little bit of mulling it over, thinking the page over or the papers over, then you will find a design that would work best for you using the products that you have on hand. So basically what I want to say is, you know, don't discount certain pages or papers or patterns just because they don't match your style, because just, you know, a little bit thinking, a little bit kind of mulling it over, and you will find an idea on how to use it. And so for me, for this particular page, I decided to use the sides, because these are double-sided papers. I decided to use the sides with the least amount of busy design. I mean, they are repetitive. Like the top one has the hair clips, and they're pretty repetitive, but they're very simple design. And then the bottom one has that the gold glasses, and they're not like too distracting or too busy. So those are the ones that I decided to go with as far as like my background papers. And then I am going to cut up this glam paper that has some of the, you know, like girl stuff, the perfume and the lipstick and the makeup brush and things like that. I am going to cut that out just so that I can fill up the center of my photo grid there. So I am working with 2, 4, 6, I'm working with 8 photos here, and they're all 3x4. Some of them are horizontal, some of them are diagonal, and these photos are from my daughter's birthday in 2016. Yes, I am not caught up. Even though I do scrapbook a lot, I'm not caught up at all. And that's okay with me. I figured that, you know, if you ever get caught up, then what are you going to be scrapbooking? So I'm okay with never being caught up, because then I will always have a reason to scrapbook, right? Now, the mini kit also came with a chipboard sticker sheet, and so I was pulling those out here. And then now I wanted to use I actually wanted to use Hello Beauty, but then when I looked at I don't know if it was a typo or it's like this new fad thing, but the beauty word that I had in my chipboard sheet did not have a U in it. It was spelling B-E-A-T-Y. And so I did not want to use that one, of course, because that was grammatically incorrect. And so I decided to go through my sticker sheet, my alphas, and decide on just making it Hello Birthday Girl. And the purple sticker, alphabet stickers that I chose actually matched the some of the colors of purple in my photos, so that worked well. And then because I just couldn't leave this alone without having kind of a fancy border, and because my pages, just like the Bootastic one that I have shown you a couple of videos ago, they just had such busy backgrounds that I needed some color in there, but I don't want to introduce another design. So I'm pulling out some purple cardstock, one that I'm cutting in 1/4 inch strip, and then another one that I've added some scallop design using an EK Success border punch. Now, as you can see over here, when I've adhered everything, I left a little gap, but that was an accidental gap in the center of the page, because I was working from the left edge towards the right edge of the left page, and so I needed to fill that up. And it's a good thing that, you know, this design was pretty blocky, because then I could just add a little bit of adhesive there and then add some more paper. So here are the stickers, letter stickers that I was talking about, and here I'm just kind of figuring out, okay, do I have enough of the letters that I want? Because like I've said before, you know, it really bums me out when I'm like super excited to use a specific sticker, because maybe it's the exact color that I needed or the exact font that I needed, only to find out that I couldn't really make the words because I didn't have all the letters. And so that's kind of what I try to do now, is before I adhere anything, I have to make sure I have all of the letters that I needed in order for me to make that work. And that actually is very important in these kinds of sticker sheets where they're multicolored, because sometimes you don't have like this specific hue of purple that I wanted. Sometimes you don't have that specific color with the letter that you need, so I had to make sure that I pay extra attention to that. And as you can see, I'm not adding the dot to the eyes here, because I have the embellishment pack came with some enamel dots, which I thought would work really well with the layout, because it is already part of the collection, and so it will match well. Now I'm just using some of the die cuts, and some of them I'm adding with some fun foam, just because I have the chipboard embellishment. I thought that I could enhance or add dimension, because the chipboard is already thick, and so I can add the flowers with some height to it as well. And I have this die cut or tag piece that I actually had initially wanted to go further to the right of the page, but then I decided to make that come closer to the center, just so that I can have a better visual triangle. And then that ooh la la is part of the chipboard sheet. And then I have my journaling block that I will be adding a little tab to. And that tab is also part of the kit. And then I'm going to just tuck that on the top. At first, I had wanted to kind of leave that alone, and that's where I'm going to be stamping my date. But then I found this really cute heart, and I couldn't leave it alone, so I add the heart there. And I guess I could have had some room to add my date there too, but I ended up adding my date at a different spot, which you won't see me do, because I've kind of gotten into this habit lately where I would finish pages and then I would just mass stamp the dates on there. It's not the ideal thing that I would like, but when it's done, I get them done, and I'm okay with that. So here are some close-ups of my page. If you have any questions, make sure that you leave it in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys another day. Bye.